Okay, so we got some more news concerning Ime Udoka. For those who've been living on the rock, allow your boy to explain. Ime Udoka is the coach of the Boston Celtics, and he's being suspended for this up-and-coming NBA calendar season due to some unwanted behavior and unwanted attention in the workplace. That's pretty much how they're labeling it. They're not really going full-blown sexual harassment. Now, a lot of people felt like, and Stephen A. Smith was pushing this argument that if Ime Udoka did something so egregious, so wrong, then how come the Boston Celtics organization just won't fire him or suspend the woman that's involved? How come only Ime Udoka is getting suspended? And a lot of people is pushing the narrative of this was a consensual relationship at first. So how come he's doing something wrong? And if it's wrong, how come the female is not being suspended either? Now, there's been several published reports that suggest that it's more than one woman involved in this situation. I feel like it's a little bit clearer now than it was last week. There have been also reports out there that Ime Udoka has been accused of stalking one of these women. One of these women happened to be married to the vice president of the Boston Celtics organization. And I told you guys in a live stream as well as a video, we don't know the full context of the story. What did Ime Udoka told the female? But I best believe I said this in a video, when you're in love or when you are in bed, that pillow talk began, that pillow talk conversation. And I'm pretty sure Ime Udoka was popping game to this female, talking about he's going to break up with Nia Long, this, that, and the third. Also, there have been more reports out there that he's pretty much using the excuse, and I don't think this is a real good excuse, of the fact that since Nia Long is a busy woman, she really is not around Ime Udoka, and that's why he got away with it so long. And he had a longing, he had a yawning for lust. Okay, let's just put it that way. And that's why he was fooling around with Nia Long with several women. There's a lot of publications say there's more than just one woman, it's two women. And the relationship, yes, it did started off as consensual, but then the woman declined any further relationship with Ime Udoka, but Ime Udoka continued to push it after the woman told Ime Udoka she did not want to move forward as far as having a relationship with Ime Udoka. And I feel like that is the sticking point on why Ime Udoka is suspended by the Boston Celtics organization. So, a lot of people were pushing narratives like Stephen A. Smith, Kendrick Perkins. There have been a lot of bloggers and vloggers out there in social media as well as YouTube. A lot of influencers are strong arming this a lot of false narratives, things of that nature. But what we do have in front of us that is crystal clear, that the woman, yes, it began as a consensual relationship, but then the woman declined any more time with Ime Udoka. But Ime Udoka still pushed his unwelcome and unwanted comments as well as his behavior on this female, and that's why we're in the pickle that we're in with Ime Udoka. Now, I do remember Matt Barnes talking about he made a post on his Instagram page, which he later deleted. That post was he was very supportive of Ime Udoka, but after he got some more info about the situation with Ime Udoka and these women in the Boston Celtics organization, he deleted that post and put out a video saying that there's more to this story than meets the eye. He wants to pray for the families that are involved in this. A lot of people are praying for the women who work for the Boston Celtics organization. Everyone was on a social media witch hunt and plastering women's faces on social media, as well as their address, their names, affecting their stature on social media, as well as in the company, as well as at their homes, at their happy homes. Their significant others are asking them, "Are you a part of this Ime Udoka situation?" So now we fast forward to Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes was on VLAD TV, basically talking about, look, I knew this was an ugly, messy situation, and I felt like a lot of people were speaking a little too fast about the situation, thinking they knew more about the situation, but they actually didn't. He also still praying for the families that were involved, but he also said something in this VLAD interview that Ime Udoka should be lucky that he still has a job in the National Basketball Association. I've said this in the live stream in the video. This is Derek Fisher all over again with Ime Udoka. I really do feel like, and I feel like Matt Barnes is co-signing to what I'm saying. He said it in so few words. I pretty much, said it in a lot of words, that I feel like Ime Udoka has destroyed and jeopardized. He jeopardized and destroyed his career in the NBA. I feel like if Ime Udoka was relieved of his duties and was fired from the Boston Celtics organization before the other shoe dropped with this situation, I think Ime Udoka would have had a hard time trying to establish and find a job. Also, in the personal front of Ime Udoka, he knew about this was going to basically come out in July and still didn't even tell his significant other, Nia Long, about it. They were recently house shopping, looking around for houses in the Boston area. I feel like that is pretty much done. I don't think Nia Long wants to have any type of dealings with Ime Udoka other than co-parenting the children that they have, or the children's. I thought they only had a 10-year-old son, but I've heard someone say that they have 2 kids. I'm not 100% sure on that, but anyway, they're going to just be co-parents. I don't think they're going to pursue much of a relationship. And, time heals all wounds. Right now it's concrete, but maybe a year of forgiveness, a year away from the spotlight, maybe Ime Udoka can salvage this relationship with Nia Long, but that's their situation. I'm not here to speak on their situation. I'm more concerned about Ime Udoka as far as his career in the NBA. A lot of people also feel like he's going to be fired after he comes back from his suspension because of the damage he has caused with the Boston Celtics organization. Now, a lot of people are assuming that basketball players, snitch ratatouille on Ime Udoka, and that pretty much spawned the snowball effect going downhill with all of this other messy stuff that was going down. I just feel like it's just way too much mess, way too much noise for him to be respectable and to be the voice of the Boston Celtics, the leader of the Boston Celtics when it comes to your head coach. And it still would not surprise me none if the Boston Celtics just relieve him of his duties and look for another coach, or give this coach. I feel like if this coach gets this team back to the playoffs, I just think it's a foregone conclusion. Ime Udoka is gone anyway. Now, I said in a video, Ime Udoka, it depends on what he says to the press. It depends on what he says moving forward. He released a statement. He's pointing himself in the right direction. It would not, it's going to take a lot of time of healing. It's going to take a lot of time of salvaging his respect and his accolades in his career. It's just going to take a lot of time for people to either forgive or forget about what he did in the Boston Celtics organization. It also, but Matt Barnes, pretty much feels like he's lucky. I feel like, personally, it's Derek Fisher all over again. It would not surprise me none if Boston just go ahead and cut their losses with him, and he just, moves on as an assistant coach. He probably gonna have to start back into the ranks for organizations to. He's got a lot of trust. A lot of retrusting a lot of these organizations he's going to have to do for these organizations. So, sad situation all the way around. Wish the best for Ime Udoka. But, he really put himself in this situation. He has no one to blame but himself. But, guys, tell me what you think. Hit up in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.